more stuff.
Fantastic.
Oh, we got a good question down in chat. Anybody can answer that one?
What is this?
I would have, how can you then switch the dynamic around? William was being highly empathetic.
By making it about the other person.
Yeah, he wasn't getting empathy, so he wanted it and he was reaching
Well, no,
out
I mean,
with it.
but a customer service agent, an airline agent, if they're doing their job, is making it about the customer.
Right.
And the customer, if the customer
Well,
makes it about the agent,
Here's some fun ones. When I've done them, I've come with the attitude of I'm quitting in 2 weeks, so I don't really care about you. You can even put a bad review just to make it tougher. And I've even had people take me down even with that attitude. So yeah, the empathy will really carry you a lot. So Costas, you want to work at the airline and William
Yes.
is going to approach you?
Yes, okay, it's okay.
Okay, we're being recorded.
I could even approach William if you.
No, we're just going to keep it as always.
Okay.
He's going to approach your counter and see
so
if.
am I visiting Costa's country or is there still in America?
Oh, that's right.
Remember, I like to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, William likes content. How about Patricia? Patricia, can you be on the mic, on the video recorded? Can you be the flight attendant?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Now we can.
perfect.
Yeah. Can you see me or you can't see me?
Okay.
We'll see you.
We'll
Okay.
make the context easier. Yeah, you are in America, and you're supposed to go to Chicago or a business city. For what reason? If it's a business or what? Who knows? But you're going for a business. Your assistant who's off the clock, you can't reach out to her right now. Got you a ticket to Vegas, a party city. Well, you clearly don't want to go to Vegas, so you're gonna approach. You can either pay the $5 grand online for the first class, or you can approach the counter and get the change fee, save you 2,500, splitting the difference. Or you can go for the whole enchilada and not pay anything and go to Vegas still on time and all that. People have done all of them. Patricia's fair. She's a little tougher than others, I will admit. But yeah, please, whenever you're ready to approach her first class counter.
So I'm still participating. Yes, I'm the
Yes,
one
you are
that's-
the
okay,
negotiator. You
good.
are
I just want to make sure after changing from Costa, I just
Yeah,
got confused. So it's all good. So I'm walking up and how are you doing today?
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Very good. So I have a huge ask. I'm going to be your biggest pain in the butt customer today. I apologize up front. I've got a boo-boo and I'm hoping you can help me with it.
Oh no, what's going on?
Well, I got booked to the wrong destination. I got booked to Las Vegas. I'd love to go to Las Vegas. It's awesome. But unfortunately, I'm stuck going to San Francisco. Can you help me switch tickets around?
Well, good thing you're in first class because we care a little bit more about these things here. Let's see, let me
Awesome.
see your
Thank you.
ticket.
Absolutely. Here you go.
Okay, so I see you're headed to Las Vegas on a flight in about an hour and a half. What time did you need to get to Chicago?
Actually, San Francisco.
San
I'm
Francisco.
sorry if I said the wrong thing. San Francisco, anytime today. I'm flexible.
Oh.
It just the wrong place again. Las Vegas is awesome, but not when the meeting's in San Francisco.
Well, at least it seems you have a good sense of humor about it, so that's a good start.
Well, when
So-
you're as ugly as I am, you've got to compensate somehow, and I'm lucky to have an awesome person helping me. So I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. All right, so we have a flight headed to San Francisco in about 2 hours, and there is a first class ticket available still, and it includes lunch. So the change fee is going to be $3,800. You'd like to cover that with your credit card?
Wow, $3,800.
$3,800. It says right here on your ticket, no refund, no exchanges.
You're absolutely right. And this was a mistake on our part, and I totally get it. As you can see, I'm a frequent flyer, with the airline, would it be completely ridiculous to have that fee waived? I mean, I get it's our fault. I mean, this is not on you. This is on us. We're horrible. We messed up. And, the bosses just gets, to be honest, it'd really make a difference to stick it to my boss. I'd love to make that happen and just show him that even though we didn't, there's this fee, that we didn't do it. Would that make me the worst person on the planet?
To stick it to your boss? No, sometimes I want to stick it to my boss too.
You want to stick it to your boss too? I don't blame you. Is his name Doug?
So, all right. Did you want to cover that with your credit card? You do get lunch after all, so it's not a totally bad deal.
No, it's completely fair. It is a totally reasonable thing. How can I do that though?
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we've already paid full price for a first class ticket. Granted, again, it's our mistake. That we messed up. I mean, we did it. How can we pay so much more? I mean, that's almost doubling the ticket price of the original ticket.
Yeah. I mean, you are a first class flyer.
And we fly all the time. We love your airline. I'm scared that if we don't, make this extra fee go away, that the boss and the company will choose another airline, and that would be horrible.
Well, that's not necessary. Let's see. Would you have any frequent flyer miles that you can use? We can maybe
the company actually uses frequent flyer miles as a bonus at the end of the year for our end of the year party. I mean, it's a great company. So, as you can see, I mean, this is why it's a corporate card. We have so much going on. I know it puts you in such a hard part. I feel awful. I really do. I am such a jerk here and asking for so much. I just, how can I do it?
Well, okay. If you want to use your miles, your frequent flyer miles, I'd be willing to do that for you. It seems like you're stuck in a tough position. You would still get lunch and probably a glass of wine on the flight. Just use your miles and you'll be done with it.
Again, that is totally fair. That is a reasonable thing. And I'm the one being unreasonable. I totally am. And I'm so sorry for that. Wow. I'm really stuck. Do you have any ideas?
Wait, I'm sorry. I think I'm lost. Is it that, what am I not understanding here? Do you not want to use your miles or?
No, as I mentioned, unfortunately, the miles are a bonus at the end of the year for all the employees to thank the highest performing staff. So if I take that, I'm just a horrible person to the company.
I see.
And as I said, I mean, we fly with you guys all the time, and this is our mistake. Again, this is not on you. You are so awesome, and I appreciate you so much listening to what's going on. This is our mistake. Is there any way it would be completely ridiculous to waive that change of ticket fee?
Oh yeah, no, I can't really do that. If you personally have any miles with our company, do you have a Blue Airline credit card that we can maybe apply to this?
Unfortunately, no, because I'm always flying by the company. So it's all on the company. And I know you've been in this position before. You must have. People have messed up all the time. And the reason we picked your airline is that you guys are so amazing and you're so flexible with everything. I'm so sorry to ask. I mean, we just had Valentine's Day, and looking at the flowers next to you, you've got somebody who loves some kids. That is so fantastic. I'm jealous as I'm running off to go to this stupid meeting that I'd rather go to Vegas. I'm telling you, I'd rather go to Vegas in a heartbeat. Is there anything you can do to help?
Actually, I've never been in this situation. I've never flown first class.
Wow.
So I think, if you guys can kick out $4,000 for a ticket to begin with at 3,800 shouldn't be a big deal. You want to cover that with your credit card?
You've never had the chance to fly first class?
No, I work here, been working here for 12 years. I have 2 kids and 3 dogs at home, and I'm a single mom.
Oh, wow.
So actually my daughter got me those flowers.
Oh,
You
that
wanna
is
cover that with
so
your credit card?
wonderful.
Thank you.
That is so great. Unfortunately, I would have to call ahead, and it's going to take hours
Okay,
because it
why
all
don't
has
I-
to go up the chain, and then I'm going to miss the flight.
okay. Well, why
And-
don't I
and
have
it-
you, I'm sorry, sir, can you just step aside? There's some other people forming a line behind you, so let me check out what's happening. Why don't you check in with your assistant, or, you know, make your phone call, and then let's reconvene when you have a little more information. How does that sound?
You do have a line, and we have a little bit of time. Would it be horrible if I came back and we chatted after a bit?
Oh, no, that's fine. Go ahead.
5
So
minutes
time's
went
passed.
by, you're back up.
Yep. Patricia, how are you doing?
Hey, welcome back, Mr. William.
Thank you. So you survived the line.
I did. Thank God nobody had any major requests.
That's a good thing. And again, I feel so bad asking for this. I am such a horrible person.
So what happened? Did you get a hold of your assistant, or did you fly the request up the pole? What's going on?
I did. And unfortunately, what they're talking about is pulling the account from the airline.
Okay. Well, let me talk to my supervisor. Unfortunately, this goes above my pay grade. You know, like I was saying,
We're there. We're on the same page. Exactly. I
Yeah.
sent it. It totally makes sense.
Okay. Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Can you come out here and speak to Mr. William, please? He has a situation
Sure.
where he's flying first class, somehow misbooked his flight, and doesn't seem to want to pay the $3,800 change.
Oh, okay. What's going on here?
Hi, Doug. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you,
So
sir?
we messed up. I'm doing
Okay.
great. We messed up though in a big way.
Hmm.
The company booked a ticket to Las Vegas. I'm supposed to be going to San Francisco. And I totally understand, you know, the airline has its fees.
Hmm.
When I sent it up my flagpole, they said they started talking about pulling stop flying with your airline. And that's just horrible. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that sounds like you guys are really feels like this is important to you.
It is. And is there any way that you could waive the fees to get me to go to San Francisco?
How often do you fly, sir?
Well, as you can see from our account, we're with you guys. I mean, there's probably 20 flights a week that our company,
Yeah.
Ford's a huge company, and we fly with you
You do
guys all the
spend a lot
time.
with us. Yeah, you spend a lot with us there, sir. Patricia, go ahead and waive the fee. Get him what he wants and get him on his way if you would. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Patricia.
Doug,
You're
it
doing
was
great.
great meeting
Okay.
you. Thank
bet.
you.
Time.
Patricia, thank you. Thank you for sending it up the line.
Time. Wow, that was like a soap opera. I was not expecting. William, man, you know,
Awesome.
I saw you getting pummeled, and then like Superman, you just rose back up. But then again, you might have I don't know. Tell us what was going on. How did you turn that around? Was that the strategy? Was it even? Were you even on the down, or you were up the whole time?
I was pretty much up the whole time. I mean, she got a line, so I stepped out of line. I had the time, and taking the pressure off of getting it done right now is huge. Now, for those joining that don't know me, I have autism. So, you know, connecting with people is one of my challenges. I know that, you know, the dogs and the kids, you know, are
Yeah,
loopholes, and I
you
could have
saw that.
established more rapport and this sort of thing, but that's not where
Patricia,
live. That's not what-
hypothetically, let's say he did decide to reside in your world. Would you have hooked him up?
Yeah, he didn't at all make an attempt, and then I gave him the
So
kids and
do
the
you
dogs
feel
like
he
about
pulled the
midway through.
you feel he pulled a Karen on you by talking to
Kind
your
of.
boss?
It was a bit entitled, like we're
Oh.
gonna pull the account, you know, as opposed to caring about my day or how I was doing or how long I'd worked there or whatever. It was like, I want to have my way. We're gonna pull the account if you don't give me my way. Meh, you know, like a temper tantrum kind of a thing.
But the goal was to get the free up or to get the upgrade
Results.
for the change.
He did get it. And that's what you know. What
Yeah,
that's
he
what
did
we're
get it.
here.
He did
Yeah,
get it,
you know,
yeah.
at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. We have our own style for free
Yeah.
range chickens, and we're just here to augment. So we are augmenting from, yeah. Like I was like, there's no way in heck he's going to get anything. And to my
Now,
surprise,
also, my thing was when she had brought up the kids and the dogs, we had also had a line forming behind us.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to, at that point,
I think she said that because she
stay
wasn't liking
into
you.
it if there was a line behind, because that was just that would be adding to the pressure of what's going on.
Patricia, was that you, let's call it resenting, feeling bitter that he wasn't building a report? You're like, you know what, there's a line.
Well, yeah, at first it was like, assuming I had been in that situation before, without ever asking me, have I ever even had the chance to take a flight at the airline where I work, much less first class. So that was kind of like a bit entitled too. And then I gave him the dogs and the kids as to try and maybe build some rapport, have something to talk about. And
Well,
then,
I've got to beg your forgiveness. You do know, well, this is why you do know that airline employees get free tickets to travel.
Not first class.
Sometimes,
Maybe,
Not in this
yeah.
case.
if there's an empty seat, frequently they can even
Easily.
get first class.
Oh,
So I know that about airlines because I've worked in the airline industry. So it was kind of a dead soldier trying to focus on, wait, you haven't traveled? Well, I can't. How do I bring that up? Because the reality is that's part of the reason to work for a bloody airline.
you could have, you could have said, hey, look, I worked that one before, and I bet you there's ways you can fly for free. You could have connected.
There you go. But she's been
Yeah.
doing this for 12 years. And if she hasn't figured this out in 12 years,
no one
something's
has
missing.
asked her the right questions.
Exactly.
That's why you're here.
That-
You're
that's
here to,
exactly.
you know
and
what,
that is-
actually,
that is a
you-
learning on my part.
you've
I agree
made
with you, Dan.
you made one of the best statements on here. You said, my goal is to leave people better than I found them.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, no, we wholeheartedly do believe you were not being caring, you were out for good.
Mhm.
And so Jonathan wants to go up to the counter.
Dan, if I could, real quick.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
I want to explain why I gave William what he wanted and how he saved the
Mm.
entire thing
Yeah.
by one very elite, and this was an elite, like little nugget he did that got my attention, and I wanted to reward that because I think it was genius. He 110% failed at getting rapport, and I think Patricia was being rightfully resistant. So she was well within her rights to push back. The one thing he did that really stood out to me that was doggone near genius was the loss aversion issue, because big picture and why I was so willing to do this. If he was a one-off customer who did this, I would have just sided with Patricia and said, no, sir, go on down the line. But very true, we have a huge account with these folks, and they spend a lot of money with our airline. So that is the sole reason he won his ask, is because he was like, hey, we're out of here if you don't do this. And at the end of the day, that wasn't worth it for us to lose a customer.
And he
over.
didn't say it directly like that. You kind of got this, you kind of got the gist of it.
Yep.
Oh,
That is exactly right. So that
Very
was one
tactful.
thing that was genius about the whole thing, and why he ended up in the end making a fair amount of mistakes rapport wise, but in the end he was able to save it because he got our attention with, oh man, we don't want to lose this this outcome.
There was also, William said that they have like 20 flights a week. Just think about it in terms of 1 year, 3 years. It's nothing. This flight is nothing. It would be completely ridiculously stupid for the company not to waive the fees, having this information. So genius or not genius, like the numbers just spoke by itself. As soon as William revealed this black swan and the way he's thinking about it, 20 flights per week, it wouldn't be an issue at all if Patricia had this information, I think, at the beginning of the conversation. It would be gold, and William gave you clues, Patricia, that there was a lot of air miles, there was a lot of flights, and if you thought that it was beyond your pay grade, the next step would have been to call supervisor or whoever superior, right? So there was a little bit of disconnect from both of you guys on these terms. William didn't try to build a report. He wanted to be just cut and dry, just give me what I want in a nice package. Like the William just was driving that vehicle. There was no report. And and as soon as it came to Douglas, it was game over immediately. Like there was no other way he wouldn't comply to the request. I guess.
But you say that he might not. If I was trying to be friendly with Doug, I could have come out and been a jerk with Doug, and he still could have turned me down.
You know, from your position, William, you were having a bulletproof case. Like you're saying,
Logic.
I'm such a worthy customer. Yeah, logic. Like that's it. You know, you're just counting by the number. If the flight is $3,000, 20 flights per week, and what are we talking about? Millions? And you don't want to waive 1,300, you know, whatever the amount.
Think
of
about
fees.
it. If I'd come out, I've been trying to deal with your assistant here, and she's all, this is a horrible airline, and I don't care how much we spend on this.
Yeah.
You need
Well,
to.
that's another
I mean,
extreme. That's just another extreme.
but there's
Yeah,
people that do that.
they do that. Yeah, but that's
You
not a
know?
good practice.
I mean, it's horrible, but they do.
Although some people do practice it this way.
That's true.
Yeah, sorry guys, I will interrupt you. Really, just I want to ask you, what do you think about my statement? It really depends on the person who is, you know, on the airport, you know, attendees, and if you don't know the person around, you cannot know the results. You know, you don't know the person. You first time meet that person, and if they don't want to give you, you know, nothing can help you really. You need to move to another person. What do you think about that?
I agree.
About this?
And that's part of the
that's-
bonus of going to a supervisor. Not ideal,
Yeah, you should
but
talk
I agree
with the
with
other
that.
person, because if you can be the nicest person in the world, and they don't want to give you.
It's so, look, guys,
They
it's not
don't
about,
want to give
I
you.
don't condone being nice. Let's get that straight. I condone getting respect. In this case, William got his respect. He went line in line with the airline. You're a big company. Guess what? I have a big company.
Yeah.
We're equal. And yeah, you know, the results, he got the results. All right.
Yeah, he got the results.
Yeah, there's no need to be nice. Well,
See,
that's,
and I disagree. I
Yeah,
think
no need.
because if you're not nice, you're burning the bridge.
I didn't
And
say
that's even
mean.
after. That's why I tried to go back to Patricia and thank her for her help and thank her for the time that she spent talking to me. Because I don't want to burn the bridge. There's going to be another Patricia. Who knows? With my luck, I could be dealing with her again next week.
that's right. That's why we're here.
So I do think being nice is important.
Yeah, it's important.
Just
but,
remember, when
I
you're too
know
nice, you
people
can be a
that-
doormat. Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
step all over you.
Well, no,
Come
but
on.
I'm not saying, but being nice and having respect aren't opposites to each other.
And ideally, you want the respect and then get liked. It's better than being liked and then try to get respect. That's tougher.
Yeah.
But why do
Yeah.
they have to be separate things?
Well, there's
How
a lot
can
of
they
there's
be
a
the
lot of
same thing?
people
Can't you
that are
have
nice and not
respect
liked, but I
be
got
nice?
no.
See, I disagree. I
Sometimes
disagree with you.
Sometimes you shouldn't be nice. Really.
Yeah, there's some people out there that are just
Sometimes.
spiteful.
Nice is not something you do. Nice is something you are.
Right.
Okay.
And if you're pretending to be nice, this is just pretentious. You're being
Yeah.
inauthentic. And it's gonna come out.
You're not authentic. Yeah. Yeah.
So
These
you
are-
can be nice
Agreed.
and still demand respect.
Yeah, you could.
And
I
that's
mean,
what
that-
I was trying to do with Doug
Yeah.
at that point was I'm trying to
And
be
you did.
nice. I'm taking all the responsibility. This is our mistake. We messed up.
And I put that on there. You definitely took accountability, and that is
You know,
always
this is not on you.
good.
This is on us. But we are a big company, just like you are.
Mhm.
But I'm still trying to be nice, or I'm being nice. I'm not blowing up. I'm not using anger. Because as Chris
Yeah.
teaches, anger shuts people down. Anger
Yeah,
makes
shuts-
people not think clearly.
get curious, not furious.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
force
Jonathan,
the people around.
All right, Jonathan, stage is all you, brother.
Yes, in my opinion, if William got what he wanted, whatever he did worked.
Right.
At
Keep
it- at its-
chugging. And
Yep.
believe me, I've learned a lot from the times he's been here, which is why I want this recorded. And many people have asked for
And
this
I-
recording of William.
And I liked how I actually liked his approach when it came to being nice because there was no tension. He wiped off all chances of getting the agent getting in a bad mood or the supervisor getting a book. He kept the environment of the negotiation at ease.
Yes, he was the
And I
thermometer.
actually, right. And when it came to respect, he went head to head with the company. I have a big company. I fly here all the time. He used loss aversion. I think he was head to head with the company, because I actually like the way he's approached, because I can come off very rude sometimes, and that creates like me versus you. So I learned a lot from William in that sense, where he kept it at ease the whole time. So, and he got the results.
That's what we're all about here. All right, so Costas, please.
I think that William over repeated it's our fault very too many times. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think he overdid it.
He overdid what, Costas? I didn't get the first
Say
our
it was
fault.
their fault.
It was
Oh,
our
it's-
fault.
Yeah, how did that hit with you, Patricia? You were
When-
in
when
that
he-
seat when he kept
when-
telling you it's their fault.
Their fault. It just kind of like it didn't really break down my barrier, I guess. The one thing I did connect with when he said, I want to stick it to my boss, I was like, yeah, I know what that's like. I want to stick it to my boss too sometimes. That was like the
Got it,
one
that's
thing.
right. Yeah.
But like, but him over there, like hearing him just lamenting or, like self-punishing, I was like, okay. I think it probably did feel a little bit excessive for me at that moment. Yeah, I would have liked probably more interaction, more sense of humor like that, make it more like bring me more into, or you come more into my space kind of a thing.
A nice observation, Costas.
Definitely.
Jonathan, who is your victim? Who here will give you whatever you want? Like just pick.
Well,
And do you want this
let's do.
recorded?
Is Florian around?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Florian, yeah,
perfect.
let's do Florian.
Okay. All right, Florian, you know the scenario. You're a consistent practitioner. Jonathan, Florian, a reminder, you are at the counter, first class. Wow, you got a beautiful view of the mountains back there. All right, whenever, Jonathan.
I can't see Jonathan, actually.
Yeah, Jonathan, you please turn your camera on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys are face to face.
Hi, Florian. How are you?
Hey, Jonathan. Yeah, not bad.
Hi.
Thank you. How are you? All good?
Well, it could be better. I'm about to ask for a very difficult request, and it's probably going to make your day very difficult.
Well, you won't be the first one. How can I help?
Well, thank you. That makes me feel a little better. Well, I'm booked to the wrong destination.
Am I the only one not hearing you? Sorry, just a timeout. Am I the only one not hearing you well, or?
It's good now. His audio just shut off for a second. Resume.
So yes, I'm booked to the wrong destination.
Oh, okay.
How can you help me with that? Florian?
You are meant to fly to Chicago, or what's the issue here?
That's right. Yes, I'm meant to fly to Chicago, first class, straight flight. My assistant unfortunately made a mistake, and now I am in this very embarrassing situation where I'm asking you to help me out.
Okay. So you have a ticket for Las Vegas, but you need to go to Chicago, if I understand correctly, right?
No, I'm going to Chicago.
Right.
I'm going to Chicago.
But you have a ticket to Las Vegas.
Right. That's the wrong ticket. The wrong destination.
Let me check what I can do here. Okay. No. First class, all included, right? So it's going to be 2,500 to change the flight in the next couple of hours. So you should fly out today. Would you like
thank
to
you,
pay
Florian,
with
for your help.
card? Sorry?
No, Florian, thank you for your help, Florian. First of all, thank you so much. That doesn't work out for me. How important it is for the airline to satisfy its customers?
Well, we are doing our best to satisfy all the customers and provide our best service to everyone.
Your best.
Unfortunately, I don't know what I can do here. It's not up to me.
Would it be a bad idea to talk to the person that makes the decision?
Well, you can do that. Not advisable, but okay. Do you wanna?
How's not that about?
Do you wanna see somebody else?
I want the airline to help me out in this situation. And I want you to satisfy me because I am a very loyal customer. And I'm sure your competitors will try to satisfy me if I book with them next time. I'm sure they're going to be the best, especially in this situation.
All right, sir. We have quite strict policies about this. There is one last ticket for Las Vegas in the next flight. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't cut it off for you. If you want to have the same answer from a supervisor, yes, you can speak with a supervisor. Otherwise, as much as I try being on the last minute, I don't see how we can waive this.
I see. Well, Florian, like I said, I want the airline to help me out, in this situation. If you're not willing to do that, let me know. I can talk to someone else.
Man, the connection is so bad. Can you repeat, please?
How about now? Yes.
Better.
I was saying, Florian, that I want you to help me out. If you're not willing to do that, let me know.
I'm willing to do my best to serve the interest of our clients and provide the best customer service here. Unfortunately, it's not much. I don't have much options here. I'm sorry for that.
Okay, so it sounds like I need to talk to someone else. So
Yes.
the one that makes the decision. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, sure. Douglas, you've been the supervisor tonight on your shift.
What's
Please,
going on, Florin? How are you? What's going on here? How can I help you?
We have this sir here having a flight for Las Vegas, and now is looking to change the flight first
I
class.
see. Okay.
Wrongly booked by his assistant.
Okay.
And just between me and you, he's kind of pushy and, well, you know,
Yeah,
this type
Florin,
of guy.
I don't see a reason to change this ticket.
Okay, so if you can just have a talk with him, please.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Hi, Jonathan. For this flight change.
I'm sorry, Douglas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut you off. I overheard your assistant saying that I'm kind of pushy.
Yeah.
So he was talking behind my back to you, and then you mentioned how you're putting that in the situation in order to help me out, and that is totally unfair, totally bad, looks bad on the company. I'm about to review on the internet. I'm about to talk to all of the customers here in line about what your agent just said and what you responded to him. So
Okay.
I want a free ticket right here and right now to Chicago. And if not, there's going to be consequences.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
Have a nice day, sir.
so you close that no,
Go ahead.
you're going to hear me
ahead.
out. You're
No,
going to
I'm not.
So,
You're done.
no,
You're done.
quiet, shut your
Do I
mouth
need-
because you're going
okay.
to hear me out.
I'm going to call security right now and have them haul you out of here, sir.
Are you going to call security?
We are not going to have this conversation.
When you
You're done here. Nice day.
Even your barks are working. No, your agent just
No,
called
nope,
me.
nope. You're done. Out. Gone.
I'm
You
sorry,
cannot-
I'm not getting out.
You can also let the dogs attack him.
That's right.
Oh, time.
Oh boy, I love this. What, Douglas? Why did loss aversion not work this time on you? Do you have favoritism for William? Be honest.
No, I
Is he
think for
paying
me,
you?
No, it was the tonality in the me was very like the tonality in the attack. It was an attacking manner. It wasn't at all collaborative.
Please calm down the dog first.
Yeah, let me put out the
Yeah.
dog here.
Okay.
Little buddy is very worried.
All right, guys. Mark, we trashed you. We're sorry. Any feedback? Everybody can unmute, except for Doug.
He's muted. You're
Right,
There we
muted.
go.
Sorry. So he started off. Sorry, Jonathan started off very calm, and kind of paced and measured, but also very cold. I mean, I suppose just in contrast, William was very animated and warm and friendly with Jonathan, but I suppose by contrast, just came across to my mind as very calm but cold, and also a lot of I want type messages. So I suppose that was my main takeaway from it.
Thank you. Good observation. Feedback. And Jonathan, feel free to defend yourself. Like, don't let people talk like that about you. Any other?
Right, yeah,
Any other
I could've-
Costas? Sorry.
There are too many I want to, and one was special. He said, I want you to satisfy me. That is raising the flag of war.
That's right. And my question, Jonathan, is really the combativeness in the end. How did that serve you? And again, I think that I'm curious as to what your approach was there and why you were choosing combat.
I mean,
you chose violence, as they say.
Well, I mean, I wasn't. I don't think I was. I was an unsatisfied customer, but not to the point to call security. I didn't expect that. I mean, it wasn't like I was threatening people. I'm just saying your employee call me pushy. I am first class. I pay a lot of money, so you better you better have some customer service. But if I just raise my voice and I feel like I've been offended, insulted, I wasn't expecting you calling security. And if you call security, I'm probably going to use it on my advantage because I'm going to tell everybody what you just did. So yes. In real life, I would get my free ticket. But I wasn't expecting you calling the cops or the security over that.
And I will say the reason why I pulled that card is because I was frankly deeply offended at the approach. The approach was not at all intended to build any rapport or collaboration whatsoever, and it's.
Well, Doug, that's because you're a male. We want to hear a woman's perspective. Patricia, come on, you liked it. You liked the approach. How did it feel to you?
No, for me, it felt hostile. It felt like, I don't know if Jonathan was maybe already triggered before it started, or maybe this is a man who's done very well for himself and is entitled and just used to getting his way. And like he just said, I'm first class, you better take care of me. So, and I know, some people move like that in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know that it really would persuade. We talked about that a lot yesterday, persuasion and persuasion. And there was just no, we call it rapport also sometimes. I think there's value there, in my opinion. Even if you are well off, or you've done well for yourself, or you're used to getting your way. Maybe you have a big staff or you have servants at home. I don't know that that serves you in the world when interacting with the public, in my opinion.
Right. No. Yes. Yes. But my plan was to raise it up a little bit. I was expecting Douglas as a supervisor to calm me down, and then from there, but I wasn't expecting him to call the security, because I didn't feel like I was to the point where you need to call security.
Was he unruly? If you can vote on the chat, yes or no, I'm gonna go with, was he unruly?
All right.
Maybe Doug was
my
sensitive.
feedback, please?
Florin, please. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from William, Eli, Eugene, and I can't see his name because of the chat. But go ahead, Florin.
He came around like, is anyone else wants to say something?
No, it's you. You're talking.
Oh, do I have an echo?
No, you're fine.
Okay. So he came across like, I deserve that. I'm entitled of that. And the most annoying thing was, well, I'm in this bad situation now, and I'm, how you said it? I'm in this embarrassing situation being in front of you. Oh, fuck off. I mean, you are so superior that at this moment, you are in this embarrassing situation to drop to my level. I mean, come on. From that point, no matter what, you would say you don't have anything from anyone, basically. No matter what. Okay, you are a first-class customer. Maybe you're lucky. Maybe your company is paying you. Guess what? The plane has another 200 seats, and it's not much. What you gonna do? Complain on the website or giving a bad review? Guess what? You're not the first one. We are affording 10%, 15% bad reviewers overall. As I said before, I'm trying my best, but as long as you are pushing for submission and waiting me to obey like a slave or something, this is not going to come around. This is why I wasn't embarrassed at all to say, look, this guy is kind of pushy. Oh, okay, sorry, you hear it. Oh, well, you are pushy. I didn't say you are a prick, which I should. And I was still polite at that point overall. So you just came out with a bazooka and said, okay, Ukraine, I'm Putin. So, nah, it's not coming out right.
Eli, what's your feedback?
My feedback. Yeah, I'm not feeling really compatible, to give some
It's all right.
feedback.
It's all right.
But I can give you something really.
Yeah, give us something quick. Come
on. Okay. Yeah, it depends on the situation. Really, it was some kind of a little bit pushy. Yeah. Yeah, Jonathan can try really to be softer and more polite, but in a different way. Strong, resilient, and to ask in a humble way.
Okay, good. Can we do William? Can we do William, Ryan, Eugene? Costas, you've been trying to say something?
Yes, just something that maybe Jonathan have not understood. Maybe he has. When you make somebody angry, he will do things against his own interest. But sometimes if you make somebody likes you, he will also make things against his own interest, but for your behalf, to help you. So you play card number one, which is not the most clever to play.
All right, William, you
Cool.
got
I'm
anything?
going.
Oh, sorry, Jonathan, you want to respond? Sorry.
No, yeah. I'm going to agree with all of you guys. Next time I will try to
Yeah,
use
that's
that
what we're all
more.
about.
I do enjoy being pushy. I like it.
Mhm.
Instead of like being submissive, I rather choose pushy because I don't want to go to the other extreme when I am submissive. So I'm going to try to calibrate that. And yeah, thanks for the feedback.
Absolutely. I think there's more to roll.
Can
Yeah, jump in.
I'm just for context, Jonathan, where do you live? What country are you in? Are you
I
here
am
in
in
the US?
Florida.
Are you here? Sorry, Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Costas?
I think nobody likes submissive people which plays the submissive card. It's like a beggar. I don't like beggars.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point, right? So we got to find that perfect balance. Jonathan is going to tune it in.
Yeah.
William, any
If that's the
takeaways?
case, you should balance between softer and
Likability.
I think it's easier to take it down than up, I think. So he's good where he's at. William, what do you got?
What comes to mind is it feels like Jonathan is saying that you're not in control if you're submissive. And that the only way you can be in control is if you're pushy. When the reality is, now to me, there is a distinction between being in control and whatever you're putting out, whether you're submissive, whether you're nice, whether you're dominating and pushing. Control is its own thing. It's not an emotional state. Control is being in control. And it felt, unfortunately, it did come off. I was cringing inside, unfortunately. And this is why I can be submissive and I can say it's my fault, but I'm still in control of the situation. And that's, I mean, I believe it or not, I envy you, Jonathan. I wish I was better at being pushy. That's not my natural state of being. But I can still be in control, through.
And you are right. You are right. Control is control. The control is control. But if I go to over nice, then or I mean, I think I'm nice. But if I go like way to something that I'm not comfortable with, because the thing is, you're comfortable with it.
Yeah,
you're very comfortable with your hands. You talk about it. You're not faking it. You're not making an effort to be that way. In my case, I will have to like make an effort.
Well, but this is what I'm suggesting is that you can still be, please, can I speak to your supervisor? Would it be horrible if I spoke to your supervisor? And I'm going to be more on your face, but I'm still not, let me speak to your supervisor. I need to speak to them now. And this person was rude to me. That's aggression, not force of will. And there's a subtlety there that Chris says for himself that I'm horrible with the names, but he is a very assertive person. But in a negotiation, he has to pull it back and not get in people's face. Because when you get in people's face, we're back to the hands. This is in somebody's face. I am pushing you away versus owning your own stuff and being open to what the other person has. Does that make any sort of sense, Jonathan?
Oh, yes. And you guys are right. I admit it. I have to tune it down.
Wow.
And I will tune it down.
You just gave us the F. You just gave us the middle finger.
So the point is to let the point is to let the other people be in control.
Illusion of control.
That so in that way we gain control.
On the nose.
Ryan,
Jonathan,
please.
Jonathan,
we would love to hear your voice. Oh, Eugene, please. What?
Okay, Jonathan, just observation from the group. You tried your approach, and a lot of people giving you feedback on how they're perceiving you, and that tells a lot. it's the greatest feedback you could probably ever get. And if a lot of people saying to you very similar things, chances are that this part of you is coming out there too. And you're getting this resistance without even knowing, being completely, blindsided by it. So now that you have so much feedback, you can take it in and just sit on it for a while. Just, start observing what's happening out there. But aside from that, you said that you enjoy being pushy. You enjoy getting your way, isn't it? That's what you're after. Now, being pushy is just one way to get control, and it's not the most effective. And like you've got the feedback here. So if you enjoy getting your way, you could get your way with swords, or you can get your way with flowers and candies, or just be appreciative, grateful, and compassionate. You said you don't like to be submissive. You don't have to be submissive, because you're talking about the same dynamic, pushing and pulling. It's really one of the same. When we're talking about getting your way, it's normally comes through collaboration. You recruit the other person to bid for you. And this is normally the most effective way we've seen, I suppose, if people don't disagree with me, to get your way and make everyone happy on the other side, and you become best friends basically at that stage. So this is just a few words that I had to say, additionally to everyone else.
Ryan, you got anything for us?
I was just going to say, I thought that was going to be escalate into like an actual airport hostage negotiation situation. Yeah, I think maybe something that could have been done differently from the start was you're saying like, oh, have you had a good day? And it was like, oh no, I've not. And there was maybe like a bit of like room for an empathetic statement there, like, oh, and go into that maybe.
Yeah. The thing is, sometimes we say you get so focused on your objective, you're counting the basketball passes, and there's a gorilla walking by and you don't even see it. So yeah. Well, guys, kind of run a little bit long here. Hope to see everybody again. I'll put the recording up. Everybody enjoy the
That was
weekend.
awesome, everybody. Thank you so much, Dan.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that fire,
Everybody.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah, it was
anything's appreciated.
entertaining. The outdoor
It was-
party.
Oh, we had fun.
He called security.
Bye all.
All righty, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.